Hi, I'm Dr. John Martin with California Elite Fitness. Today we're going to talk about running posture and running form. And if you look at all the other runners in the world, you'll see that there's unique differences between all runners, and that's okay. But there are specific components to running that if you incorporate this into your own unique style, it will give you potential to be a better runner. So today we're going to go over those components, and we're going to start from the top to the bottom of the body. So the first thing you want to do when you're running is make sure your chin is up and you're looking ahead of you maybe 20 to 30 to 50 feet. What this does is by keeping the chin up, it opens up your trachea, allows oxygen to get into your lungs, and we know that oxygen is important in any endurance sport. The next thing bringing your chin up does is it brings your shoulders up and back. It creates better posture. Most of us are hunched over all day, our chins are down, but just a simple thing like bringing your chin up opens up this whole body. The next thing you want to do is keep this upper body loose and relaxed when we run. We don't want to tense up, we don't want to tighten up. So keep these shoulders relaxed and loose. The next thing we want to do, working our way down, is hold our elbows at a 90-degree or maybe even slightly greater angle. And we want to keep those elbows tucked to your side, not right against your side, but against your side so that your arms are moving forward and backward. And by having a greater than a 90-degree angle, it allows these arms to be relaxed instead of tensing up and working these biceps and shoulders harder. The other thing you want to make sure of with these arms and this upper body is just picture a midline going right down your body. When we have these elbows at our sides, our hands facing forward, as we go through our arm swing, we don't want to swing it past that midline. If we swing it past the midline, what happens is we start torquing this upper body, and we've talked in other videos about how the upper body and lower body work together. If you start torquing in the upper body, guess what? You're going to start torquing that lower body, and that's going to destroy the efficiency of your running. Another thing you want to remember when running is many coaches will tell you run tall. So what that means is you have this good posture, you have that chin up, these shoulders are back a little bit, you're almost standing straight up. So that's the posture you want to have when you run. But as we move our way down, what we want to do is when we run tall, the other thing we want to add to that is lifting up our heels. And what that does is we're still standing tall, but we're starting to fall forward. And what that does is it changes our center of gravity. When we change that center of gravity, then we're actually using gravity to move. It takes almost no energy to fall down. So get that center of gravity over your feet. So that's another key component, getting gravity, your upper body over your feet. All right. Next thing you want to make sure of is, all of us have heard of forefoot running. I think it's been written about many times. We do, most of the time when you're a distance runner, want to land on that forefoot. So what you want to do is as we lean forward and change that center of gravity, our stride is only long enough to land underneath that center of gravity. We don't want to overstride. So then we become really, really efficient when we're leaning forward, landing on those 4 feet, and moving ahead. And what's so beneficial about landing on the 4 feet, in the old days they used to talk about, heel strike and rolling onto the front of your foot. Well, what happens is if you land on your heel and then you roll on the outside of the foot and toe up, your foot is on the ground for a long time. That's not efficient. That's leading to a slower turnover. So the technique we like to coach is, again, standing tall, leaning forward, having the foot land under our body, landing under the center of gravity, landing on that forefoot, and as you land on your forefoot, you're ready to take the next step. So it's really efficient, it's great for turnover, great for improving that cadence for long distance running. So one of the ways I tell our runners to run is a lot of times people have a little trouble landing on the 4 feet and getting that style down. And one thing I normally tell people is almost run like you're sneaking up on somebody. So what do you do when you're sneaking up on somebody? You tiptoe. Now, we're not going to tell you to run high on your 4 feet, but you want to tiptoe, land softly, land lightly. That's going to decrease impact. As you run, that'll increase efficiency, increase turnover, and have a high potential to increase speed in any of your races moving forward. So if you follow these techniques, there's a high probability, again, that you will improve your running. And why don't you give it a try? It'll take a little time to get these techniques going, but I believe you will be more successful if you follow these basic tips. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe, or find us at californiaelite.fit. Have a great day.